Good morning, good afternoon, good day, everybody. Okay, so this podcast is for something that I do every single Friday. It's kind of like a weekend home blessing, but what you're going to do is you're going to spend 5 minutes in each one of your rooms. Now, I'm going to walk you through this for my house, my home. You may have to add another 5 minutes. Maybe you can take away 5 minutes, whatever. But in each room, you're going to tackle 3 things. Now, the key to this is being prepared and knowing what you're going to need for each room. So, as we go through this, I will talk to you about each one, and here we go. Okay, first 5 minutes on the clock. I start in my master bedroom because I start there and I work my way forward to the kitchen. Because when I get to my kitchen, if my kitchen is clean, the whole house feels clean to me. So then I stop working. So I do the kitchen last. That is why I do it that way. You are going to tackle your 3 non-negotiables in each room. What a non-negotiable is, for me, is something that must be done for you to feel better walking in the room. So here we go with the master bedroom. 5 minutes on the clock. Start. Okay, so in the master bedroom, I start with dusting. So I always have my rag that I'm going to dust with. I do a little bit more of a detail clean dusting. I'll hit the fans, I'll hit the decorative items, stuff like that. I'll also, as I'm dusting, I will be picking things up and putting them where they belong in that room. I also have one of those wonderful put-away bags that FlyLady has sitting at the front door, to where if anything is in that room that does not belong there, it hits that bag. And then when I get to that room, I put things away. So make sure bed is made. Make sure you have your water and your dress to shoes before you start this. I should have said that right away. Make your bed if it's not already made. I dust, I pick up, and I vacuum. Obviously, I'm not going to vacuum when I'm doing this because then you can't hear me. So make sure the dusting is done. Make sure the picking up is done. Basically, you're just refreshing the room. So maybe it's other things for you. Maybe it's opening the curtains, doing the windows. Maybe it's picking up, maybe it's getting the kids' toys in a container. Whatever it happens to be, I want you to take those 5 minutes, this 5 minutes in the master bedroom or wherever you're at, and work on 3 things that need to be done in order for you to feel better about that room. You're still not doing a total deep clean in this room. You are only doing something quick. So, like, my home has the master bedroom, the bathroom, the sex room, the living room, the kitchen. I'll tie the entryway into the living room. So that's, master bedroom, bathroom, the sex room, living room, kitchen, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. And my whole house will be refreshed. Not necessarily cleaned, but it will be refreshed enough to where if somebody decides to pop by on the weekend, it's done. So that is why I do these. It's just, I start the week off with the weekly home blessing. I end the week with this. So maybe it's like a weekend home blessing. But it's just something that makes me feel better. I know that my home is ready. Between this and the weekly home blessing and doing my routines every day, I don't have a lot of stuff that I need to clean on a regular basis, and I can spend my time doing my job or hanging out with Gisette or doing something with my honey, or tackling projects that we have in the home. Not cleaning projects, just projects. Or maybe it is tackling that deep clean thing. Yesterday, I defrosted my black freezer, my little black freezer, using a hair dryer and my 7, almost 8-year-old to help me. So I was able to get that done because I didn't have to worry about doing a lot of decluttering and a lot of deep cleaning. And because I do my maintenance every single day, there wasn't stuff from the day before that I needed to do. Yesterday is in the past. I don't want to look at it today. I want to keep moving forward. I want to focus on today and what is coming tomorrow. I have my list and I want to keep going. So still working in whatever room you are in. You have, I have no idea because the phone shut off. 50 seconds. So finish up real quick with the last project that you're doing in there. And then you're going to grab the basket of things that need to be put away. And you're going to take it with you to the next room. So the next room for me is going to be the bathroom. Now, I can usually get the bathroom done in under 5 minutes. So I will hit that, and what I do here in 15 seconds. Your room is looking wonderful. It really makes a difference. Hit those flat areas. Hit, if you've got a stack of things in the corner, make it look neater, because that will help in and of itself. Okay, so now we are on, for me, to the bathroom. You people go wherever your room leads to you next, and here we go and start. So in the bathroom, my 3 non-negotiables, I'm going to hit the sink and mirror again. I'm going to scrub the tub. I'm going to wipe down the walls. And then, of course, the trash is going to go with me. I forgot to say to grab a trash bag as well, so that way you can empty trash as you go through in each room. I just do this without even thinking about it anymore, so breaking it down, I really should have planned it out, I guess, a little bit better before I went through and did all the steps with you guys. But oh well, we're doing this on the fly, and you get a little peek into my brain. So in the bathroom, I start by spraying the tub down and everything with my Scrubbing Bubbles, the only purchase cleaner that I have in my home. I love that stuff. I don't have to scrub, and I can get this room done in the 5 minutes. After I spray the tub, I also spray the toilet with it today, and I spray the sink, because then everything just gets wiped down. If there's anything in the bathroom, and I know those of you without kids are going, how could anything be in the bathroom that doesn't belong there? Trust me, when you have kids and honeys, things get in the bathroom that don't belong there. So stick those in there, stick them in your basket. If there was anything in your bedroom that needed to go into the bathroom, put it in there. Now, you're not going to revisit your previous room to put stuff back. That will happen at the end. So like I said, I take a little bit more time in the bathroom. I still can usually get it done before the 5 minutes are up, but it just gives the bathroom a nice refresh. Now, the reason why I scrub the top of wipe down the top of my shower is because my shower is tiled all the way up until about 8 inches from the ceiling. Those 8 inches have paint. Paint likes to attract spiders and can attract mold. Matter of fact, it did when we had first moved in. So I went to going just to wiping that down once a week, keeping it clean, having it look nice. Hopefully we get to paint the bathroom this year. That would make me very, very happy. But time is running out, so whatever. Not with you guys, just for painting. Plus, our bathroom is so small, unbelievably small, that you really need to be able to air it out, and I would like to have a working fan in there before we do that. So if you want to tackle in cabinets, you are more than welcome to. If that is something that you feel that needs to be done in order for you to feel good, then do it. Sometimes I will take a look in the medicine cabinet and just straighten things out front and face them. And so that way all the labels are facing out, because the minute that you do that, even in like your shower or something, it immediately looks cleaner. These are all just cute little tricks that help to make your house, your home, look better. Not having a bunch of things lining the tub walls helps as well. Or if they're on a shelf, that make sure all the labels are facing the same way. Note that is not a born organized thing. That is just something to where I noticed that it looks better when I do it. You know, if you want to take a quick mop on the floor, do a quick mop on the floor with the bathroom. Just make sure you empty that garbage. It goes out with you into the main big garbage bag, and anything that doesn't belong hits that other bag. And then we will be heading next, for me, into Giusepp's room, which is where this timer helps out tremendously. So you're just doing a little refresh to make sure that the bedroom or the entire home is ready for the weekend, ready for company maybe, if you don't have time to do a huge crisis clean, which the next installment is coming on Monday for the crisis clean. This can seriously help, because there usually are 3 things that if you can get these 3 things done, it will transform your room. So, oh, c'est ma. We've got 10 seconds left, and then we are going to take our bag for put away and our trash bag and head into whatever room is your next room. For me, it is Giusepp's room. So if you have kids, this is where that comes in. So a lot of us have second bedrooms in our home that maybe they've become giant hot spots. Work in there for 5 minutes. Don't tackle the whole thing. So here we go. Next room, 5 minutes is running. Giusepp's room, I make sure the bed is made. Then I check his toys. Are they in the bins that they're supposed to be in? Not because I'm that much of an order freak. I mean, I am an order freak, but I like to give him creative control over his room. So I let him have things the way that they are. But when he comes and he says, Mom, where's this? Mom, where's this? Mom, where's this? I like to know where it is. So I'll do a quick dusting, quick toy pickup, and then a vacuum, or he will do the vacuum in his room. So I just double check each one of the bins is, Minecraft in Minecraft, as magnets and magnets, all of his rubber spiders and snakes and cockroaches and all of his rubber animals in their bins, all the stuff for vacuum cleaners in the vacuum cleaner bin. Stuffed animals go in his other thing. Legos, which can tend to explode, are all by Legos. Money, which he uses for lots of different projects, needs to go by the money. And like I said, it's just a quick little cleanup to where if anybody stops by, you're feeling better about this. Maybe if you have older kids, over 5, you can get them involved in this. It's a beat the clock sort of deal. And usually when you can turn things into games, it makes it a lot easier. I mean, even for us, right now we're playing beat the clock to try and get a room done, because, maintenance and dishes and laundry and all that stuff is nothing if not monotonous and boring, but it's still got to be done, and it got to be done well. Because what's the point in doing a job half? You just have to go back and do the other half eventually. Might as well do it right the first time. So, if you can get your kids into a beat the clock sort of thing, okay, pick 3 things you're going to do in your room. Let them pick. Don't you pick, let them pick 3 things you're going to do in your room to make your room look better. There is a kids flight plan out there to where like the desk, the closet floor, the closet, the bed, under the bed are all different zones. Like we have our zones, and so they take care of a different one each day as opposed to each week. But I digress. You know, if you're having them help you sort laundry, not fold, but sort, back the baskets up and have them play basketball. To get them to make sure their clothes get in a hamper, hang it up like a basketball hoop, have them shoot a little basketball if they like it. Or do a little fairy trap door or something that they have to go through, you know, to make it a little bit more magical and not just, oh, I got to put my clothes in the hamper because mom says so. You know, it's just a matter of, if we don't find it fun, how are they going to find it fun? How are they going to be interested in cleaning if we're not even interested in cleaning? Because it's kind of get somebody, you know, I was talking with a lady yesterday, and I told her it's like one of those to where, oh, this tastes awful, here, try it. Who's going to try it? I'm not going to try it. You know, get Mikey, he likes it. So you got to make it fun for yourself, for them. If there isn't a them, then definitely for yourself. Play Cinderella. Play whatever. Who cares? Get yourself dressed up and play 1950s housewife. I don't care what you do. Just have fun with it. So we are almost done in our 3rd room. Make sure you keep putting things into the bag that need to go to a different room and taking things out that belong elsewhere or that belong in the room that you're in. Yes, I suppose you could take a bag with you for each one, but I try to streamline this process to where I only have one bag, and then I've also got the trash bag. So if you're going to be dusting, if that is one of your non-negotiables for each room, make sure you have your dusting rag with you as well. So here we go, 2, 1, and now we head into the next room. The next room for me is the living room. So, and the entryway. I give them each 3 items because, well, they are technically 2 separate rooms, but I can't deem it necessary to spend 5 minutes in my entryway. So in the living room, I always pick up the coffee table. I always vacuum. And then if there are other toys lying around, they get picked up, but I kind of keep that in with the coffee table. And then, of course, I do the windows and TV because there is nothing worse than having fingerprints all over the windows or nose prints or whatever. So those are my 3 in the living room. Maybe for you, it's clearing off the couch. Maybe it's getting that laundry out of the living room. Who knows? But pick your 3 items that are going to make the biggest impact in that living room. For my entryway, it's making sure that the shoes are lined up. Maybe vacuuming out the shoe mats. Obviously vacuuming in there and then dusting the counters, the tables that are in there. Possibly if I've already dusted and it doesn't look bad, then it may go to straightening up the coat closet. It all depends upon my mood, and it depends upon where my attention needs to be. We've got the garbage men coming here, so hopefully you can still hear me when the garbage men get here. So remember, once again, this is not a deep clean, but you can do a deeper dusting than what you do for the weekly home blessing if that is something that you feel necessary. This is your choice with the 3 items. I also suggest when you get into these rooms, and I will be doing a 5-minute podcast on this coming up. I have not recorded it yet. You work clockwise in your room because that's natural. And you take care of everything in that spot before you move to the next spot. It helps. It's more efficient. So that's another suggestion. You know, usually people say, I don't know where to start. Well, you walk in the room and you turn to your right and you keep turning to your right and you work clockwise in that room until you're done. So, how's it coming? I hope it's going great. I'm sure your rooms are looking wonderful. I so wish you could post pictures on YouTube. Unfortunately, you can't. So, oh, at least it's nicer for these guys out there today because it has been unbelievably hot. So we have got 2 more minutes. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me because of them. They will be out of here shortly and we can keep going. So we've got a minute 48 to go in whatever room you are in. I am in the living room and the entryway, just finishing things up, making them look nice, having them look more presentable for if people decide to stop by, because you never know, especially with this being summer vacation. Also, another good thing is the fact that this can work for if you're going somewhere, because, well, let's face it, you don't want to spend hours cleaning if you're heading to go camping, which hopefully we will be doing shortly. Oh, that awful smell is back. I need to close my window. I think I'm going to take care of the garbage cans today. That just became my 3 things because I've already called my mom and dad. So let's see. Garbage cans. All right, sorry, just typing. See, there's that. Oh, I don't know if that's been posted yet. That myth of multitasking. When I went to go write something down, I had to pause. But all right, so now we are just about done in the living room or whatever room you are in, and then I'm going to be heading into the kitchen, and then we will do our quick wrap up. So here we go, into the kitchen. Now, kitchen, if the dishes are not done, dishes take priority. And then the counters, all the counters, starting and moving clockwise. So I start basically at 6 o'clock in the kitchen and I work my way to 5 o'clock. Get the counters taken care of because the flat surfaces transform the rooms. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. Okay, so we'll stop at about 30 seconds to go. Also making sure that you're bringing that trash bag along with you and that you're also bringing the other bag where if things don't belong, you're sticking them in that bag. You are not leaving and going to another room. We are not playing hot potato. So, no. We wait until we're done, and that is what the last little bit of time will be used for. So, maybe you're straightening up your cabinets. If you know somebody's going to be in your cabinets, maybe you're doing the counters, you're taking out the trash, you're mopping the floor, you're wiping out the microwave. If you do that, however, what I suggest, take a bowl, fill it with water and lemon juice, stick it in the microwave, stick it on high for 5 or 10 minutes, depending upon how bad your microwave is. And then all you need to do is wipe it out, because it will free everything up. I use lemon juice because, well, it just makes things smell pretty. You can just use water, but like I said, I like to use lemon juice because it makes it smell pretty. So maybe you're doing last minute straightening up of the refrigerator because you have to go run errands today and you're going to be going grocery shopping. Maybe you're going to hit the plastics cupboard. I have to do that. That is a mission that I do for myself every single week because I have no idea how that plastics cupboard gets so bad. We also have our shelf, which holds the cereal and everything else like that. That may get touched up, but I try not to go overboard. I try to keep it to 3 things. I also have my 3 non-negotiables, or at most 3 non-negotiables that must be done in each room before I go to bed, because it just makes me feel better when I get up in the morning. When you get to the point of where we no longer need to declutter, that will also be something that will help you. So just not worrying about the entire room, just noticing what 3 things make the biggest impact. Now, we've talked about that before. We've talked about the impact areas and how they affect us and how they work with our mind and what makes the biggest impact on what we're doing. So as we finish up in our last room, we've got about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Yeah, okay, we're going to go a little over in this room because I forgot to hit start on the timer. Most times you can't get dishes done in 5 minutes unless you've only got a couple. So, save that for your routines or whatever, but it will make a huge impact if you get it done. But we're not trying to spend 15 minutes in a room. That is what the major crisis cleaning is for. This is just to get your home prepped for the weekend. So spending 5 minutes in each room can make a bigger difference than what you think, because it just does. 5 minutes is a long time, but yet not a long time. In the scheme of the day, it's not a long time. In the scheme of cleaning, it is a long time. You can get a lot done in 5 minutes if you plan ahead before you go in that room. So getting your 3 things done in 5 minutes, or maybe you come up with 4, or maybe you start with 3 and you get them all done because you didn't think you were going to be able to get them done in 5 minutes. You can sit down, you can relax, you can move on to something else. It's whatever you feel like doing. This is your 5 minutes in the room to make a difference, to give you that impact, to prep yourself for the weekend. Now, we will take one last 5 minutes and you will put away everything that you have collected in your put away bin. So that will start right now. So here we go. You look in that put away bin, and maybe you were lucky. Maybe there is nothing in there. That's wonderful. That is telling me when you get done using something, you put it in its home. Now remember, their home doesn't need to make sense to anybody but you, because the home is where you are going to go look for it when you need it. The home is when you think about what you need, where are you going to go look for it? That is where the home should be. So, I have a wonderful client who has a box that says, "Keep handy." I love that title, "Keep handy." Well, if you're going to go look for something and that's the first place you're going to go for it, then that's where it needs to be. Even if to anybody else, it should be in a file cabinet. If the first place you're going to go is to that keep handy box, that's where you need to go. So we've got about 3 minutes and 44 seconds here to finish putting away things, finish doing any last minute touch-ups, make sure that any dusting rags you have used or mopping rags, I will use the rag that I use to do dishes and wipe down the counters to mop my floor. No sweeping, just mopping. Make sure all that gets into the laundry. If you need to reboot your laundry, then you can do that. Make sure garbage goes straight out to the garbage in this 5 minutes. Make sure that things get put away in their homes, and then the bin itself goes into its home. Make sure the vacuum cleaner goes to its home if you've used it. Any cleaning supplies go back to their homes. That is what this last 5 minutes is for. Because now that you've done everything, you need to put everything away. I am not of the mindset, oh, leave the vacuum cleaner out because then you can just tell people, oh, I was cleaning when they stop by. No, I am not of that mindset. I like to make it look like it is effortless because it is. Once you install these routines, and I do the reminders pretty much on a daily basis. Once you get the reminders taken care of, once you take care of all that, then when you're building these routines, it is effortless to keep your home clean. It is not effortless to keep up with your children. That is an effort. That is a full-blown effort. That will drive the sanest person insane. So, but we love them all the same. Yes, I realize I talk a lot about children, but it is because when you have children going through this, they require most of the focus. Hi, my angel. Speaking of children, so they require all the focus in the world, and they will make your life easy, and they will make your life not so easy. They can, one day they will help you clean, and the next day you might as well have asked them to move heaven and earth because they're not going to help with a darn thing. You need a haircut. It's a little early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Yeah. But if you guys don't know this, but I'm actually a real tornado.
You certainly are a real tornado. You should see the damage he can create. So, like I said, okay. What? Wait a minute. I don't know. All right. Kisses, you get popcorn. Oh, and I get a hug too. That's my angel. There you go, baby boy.
Yep.
Big boy.
I was thinking,
All right. So as we come down to these last couple, I believe we should be at about seconds now. Yes, we are. Seconds. I hope this helps. I hope this gives you another tool in your arsenal of having a self-cleaning home. And I hope everybody has themselves a wonderful weekend. This I will put, where am I going to put this? It's not really a crisis clean. I think I'm just going to put this in with the regular podcast so you know where to look for it. No, I think I'll put it in with the crisis clean. I will just adjust it to the bottom of the list. So, all right, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.